Hey, Guildmaster Kent here. Now, what am I going over today? I'm going over, I'm doing a special segment on special generals. Now, Mentorite is back. Um, he's okay, he's got some fairly nice stats. Um, it's, it's alright. Uh, I like the Wrath King better. Um, I'm going to focus mostly on special generals. So I'm going to be looking at um, the chests is what I'm going to be looking at. Um, Alpha chest is the first chest you get, and it has really good stuff in it. It's got Mentalos, Sylvia, Stone Giant, and Orc King. Now, uh, Mentalos is actually a army general, and Sylvia or Selena is actually a rogue, in my opinion, and the Stone Giant is actually a defense general. After you get him up there, he's really high. Now, see, I'm partial to the Orc King because Mevalos is very strong as a monster hunter, but he only hits 3 times. Once you get the Orc King up to level 20, I think it is, he hits +5 to attack. Chromius is a warrior general, and Chrome is actually sort of like a cleric. And then Sylvian, she is actually a warrior general again. Okay, and Velka, he's actually the builder of what we have. And Tefana, okay, I think I use her as a rogue. She's pretty good as a rogue. And then I use Artaris as my warrior general, okay, when I'm not using my favor general. My favor general, I actually like him better because he's got better stats. There's some that are good, there's some that's not. Syria Silverlight, she's good as a mage. She has really good stuff. And Orphila, she's really good as a defense in your warriors or in your battle. Now in the next chest, which is the Vanguard, okay, you have some really good generals. Lotus is good. Death Room is good. Lauren, the Ranger, is good. Lokitas, he's actually an army general. Okay, he's actually really good. He's actually got some really good stats. And then if you go to the Onslaught one, you have Ezerala. Okay, she's very good. She has good stats. Alora has good stats. Crow, not so good. Okay, Demarcus, he's actually a general to match up with Daenerys, who is in the guild shop at 25 guild points. Okay, he actually matches up with her, and they actually make a pretty good stance. Um, Together with them at level 4, they're at level 25 on the stance. Um, Esselinda and Ethelina and Toviana, they're not bad. Okay, I do like Charon. Okay, now he's a wizard, or if you want to call him a mage, you can. Okay, and Galador, he is actually a warrior general. Okay, um, and the Griffin Rider, you have a general. I forget which one it is, but there's a general that the more of these warrior or Griffin Riders you have, the better your stats in army. So he actually works as an army defensive general. The Oblivion chest. Once you start getting into the Oblivion chest, then you really start getting into some really awesome uh, generals, and uh, they got some really different stats. Each one has different stats. I can't remember which one for which one, but this one here actually has some really cool generals in it. Okay, it's got Jade. Jade is really a good warrior. Um, Stefanar, okay, he actually does better as focus attack as a warrior. Okay, uh, that's what he's designed for. And Delphina, okay, she's actually a army general. And invasion elite, some of these aren't so good. Now, when you get up into the 5% and the epic drops and the 10% drops, this is where you get some really cool generals. Core the Matador is, yeah, in my opinion, he's no good. Okay, um, if you get him, good. If you don't, oh well, it's not a loss. Okay, now Helicarn, now she's got some phenomenal stats on her. She really does. And Barnassus, okay, and Ezra, okay, and Codavarius. Now he's a demigod, and they actually have really, high stats on them. So then you get into the Eleanor, and this is where you start getting some really awesome stuff. Okay, and stuff for your generals. Okay, so this is where you start building up your general's attack, because you get backstab 1, 2, and 3. You get leadership 1, 2, and 3 in this chest. It's more. You get cleanse 2 in this chest, and you get mana shield 2 in this chest. Okay, now the top generals, these are really good. Most of these, except Eladona and Zorana and Amaron and Rels the Silent. Most of these are all generals for clerics, except for Amaron. Now he is a warrior general, and he's got some really phenomenal stats if he's matched up with the right one. Then you get the Ascension. Now this is where it starts getting really good into the generals, and you get some really cool stuff. And some of the stuff you get in here is just super. I mean, it helps your team. It helps your army, and it builds it and strengthens it. The generals in here are, Denethon, she's more of a mage general, and Azazon, she's more of a cleric general. Um, now, Amaron, he is actually a boss general, and Aralust, he's actually a god general. So they're actually really strong on their, you know, really heavy on their stuff. Now, again, once you get into this chest, which is the Wrath chest, okay, uh, again, you get some really cool stuff because you get a fire general. Okay, he has just got super power as a fire, which is flamerous. Okay, you can, yeah, it's a 55% chance that you'll get him, so you probably will get him. Your first couple of rolls, and he's actually really strong. And then you've got some of the other weapons that aren't too bad. Okay, but the one thing in here that I extremely like is Sentinel 1, Wound 1, Revive 1, and Illusion 2. Okay, those are extremely important for clerics. So this chest is mostly set up for the mages. Now, most of what you get here in Esmeralda, she is a mage general. Tazar, he is actually a warrior general. Jabel, she is actually a mage again. As you see, she's magical. And Kothas, he is actually a warrior. So your generals basically set up what is in the chest. So in this chest, you get clerics and warriors. So in the conquest chest, as I said, as you go up in the chest, you get some really powerful generals. You really do. I hold a lot to these chests. I really do, because the generals you get in here are just phenomenal. Now, Reinhardt, he's not bad. He's a warrior general. He's not too bad. And this is where you get Senos, Crusader's Cross. Okay, so it's a 30% chance that you'll get it. And now, Emanon, he's a fire general. He's good for fire. I don't have him yet, but I hear he's really good on fire defense. So, Esmeralda, she is a warrior general, and Alagon, she's a warrior general, and then Azon, he is a warrior general as well. So you got warriors in that one. Your Phoenix chest is where you get one of my favorite generals, which is Endor. Okay, he's just phenomenal for defense. Okay, he's just super. Okay, and this is where you get orbs and stuff like that, and stuff for piercing and stuff to do damage with your weapons. I like Endor because he's a really defensive general, and he has really good stats. Okay, I have him, and I really like him because he's really hard to hit. Kasan, she's not bad, but she's a mage. And Avasakoth, he's a warrior again. You get a lot of warriors in the chest. And Gilligal, she's not too bad. Now, when you get into the Bellas chest, now this is where the generals really start getting interesting. Okay, um, and this is where you get some super tremendous weaponry. Okay, um, and the weaponry is extremely powerful. The generals, which are all warrior generals except for Saphira, okay, she is a mage or cleric, is what's best for her. And then when you go into your corruption chest, um, oh, wonderful. Castle Age has decided to crash. So, oh well. I'll just give it a few minutes. You know. And I'm partial to the chess, so I'm kind of split between chess and between favorite generals. Uh, and it's kind of your own choice what you want to do. Um, the one general that I suggest you try for, out of all of them, he's the easiest one to get, is the Orc King. Okay, he's the best one to get, and then now when you get into the corruption chest, okay, you get a lot of generals in here that are just simply phenomenal as clerics. Okay, um, Jannar, okay, has super fantastic healing. Okay, even better than um, the, I can't think of her name, but anyway, she's a favorite general, and she's at level 250, and she's got better odds than her. Now your reckoning chest, this is where you get some really awesome warrior generals. Okay, because this is where you get the rat generals, and they are super fantastic to hit. They are rogues. Okay, um, and I have the Gauchwin robe, and it actually has two spots on it to actually put stuff on it, so it's actually kind of cool. So then you get into the Nightfall chest. Now this is a new chest, okay, and the warrior that my second in command got was Jaleska the Jester. Now I don't know what he's like, because he's probably still on level 4, but this is where you get some super fantastic generals. See, I have Damachus, and he's actually a fire warrior general, so he actually has fire warrior on him, and it's actually pretty cool. And this is where you get a ton of huge weaponry and huge monsters for your army. So it's actually kind of cool, and it actually works out really neat. So that's my gist on it. And if at any time you have questions, leave questions on my YouTube or on my Facebook, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. God bless. Bye bye.